Hi guys, we are going to do some Carly styling and I'm super excited. The Carly is one of my favorite dresses and one of LuLaRoe's most popular piece. So I feel like you should learn how to wear it because there are so many ways other than just throwing one on. For example, right now I'm wearing it with just a Shirley, but guess what? There are lots of other ways. Like look, I can just add a belt on and all of a sudden it has a different look. This is just my Carly and Shirley with a nice little wide stretchy belt. And how cute does Sophia look with her Carly and Joy over top? Or Sophia can borrow a belt for a little bit more shape. She can do the same thing with a Sarah and draw a little bit of attention to her waistline with a belt. Oh my gosh, this is so stinking cute. So we've got a Carly with a Harvey over top. How adorable is that? What a great look. And super simple. Okay, this is one of my new favorites. So this is actually a Carly with a Randy over top and then a belt right at the waist. How fun is this? And I'll show you how super simple it is. So all we've done is put the belt right over the waist after tying a knot in the back. You could also put the knot in the front if you prefer, and then you flip the knot up and you have that cute cinch. So you could do the same cinch in the front and put the belt over or in the back. Super simple and so cute. And all you need is your Randy, a Carly, and a stretchy wide belt. Okay, this one's pretty fabulous. So we have a Carly with a perfect tee over top. Now, in order to create a little bit of drama going across the body, it could be done on either side, whichever you prefer. All you do is you take one side of your slit. Remember, the perfect tee has a slit on both sides. And you twist and twist and twist and twist and twist until that fabric starts to gather from both sides. And then you wrap your fabric around itself into a cute little rosette. And now you've gathered your fabric and you have this cute little dramatic swag going across the body. Okay, so now we've got the dipped look, which is so crazy cute. What we have here is actually two Carlys. One is sized bigger than the other. You can do this with the same size Carly. However, you'll get less of a peekaboo. Instead, you'll get more of like a shadow in the background. But as you move, because of the high-low hemline, it'll still show. And you can do this look belted for a little bit more A-line look, or you can take the belt off and still you have your traditional flowy Carly look. Isn't that great? If you're worried about too much fabric or too much heat, just make sure that one of the pieces, preferably the bottom one, is like a rayon or another really lightweight, super stretchy fabric so it doesn't feel heavy. This is one of my all-time favorites. So this is simply a Carly with a classic tee over top, and you have a little bit of flexibility here. The nice thing that I like about this is it works really well whenever your Carly is oversized to give you a little bit of shape. You can do this with a multitude of tees, including like the Randy that we showed before, but all you do is throw the tee over top, and then you can actually do this in the front or the back. Actually, I'll show it in the front since you've seen it in the back. You gather the fabric. You can even adjust the height in which you do it. If you want it closer to your waist or higher to your bust, that's totally fine. You just tie a simple knot, and then rather than leaving the knot out front to be too bulky, you just flip it up, and then you have a really cute gathering, and you can put that gather either in the front or in the back. And it gives you some nice shape here, and you've got a little bit of a peekaboo up top. Super cute look. Okay, this is one of my all-time favorites. So this is simply a Carly with a Cassie, so the pencil skirt peekabooing, and a couple super easy rubber bands. This little flower is just done with 2 rubber bands. I prefer to use the clear, and I'll show you how to do it. And it's just done to create a little cascade and to allow a peekaboo of the skirt. So first I'm going to choose the location where I want and I'm going to pinch the fabric and with my other hand make a little circle, pull that through, and the reason for doing that is to make sure that I'm collecting the fabric evenly. Show you one more time. So I pinch the fabric and then loop and pull through so that I'm collecting the fabric evenly. However much you pull through is how much fabric's going to gather at the bottom. So you can adjust the size depending on your taste. I take a little clear plastic hair tie and I wrap that around my little ponytail. Now I take my ponytail of Carly fabric and I flatten it out into a pancake. So I've got a little pancake, and then I grab a little ball of the fabric that was already pulled up in a hair tie, and I put another hair tie around it. Typically I would double that hair tie over, but I'm just showing it to you for super cute. Now it's all collected and you've got that cascade. As you can see, you could pull more or less. You could also shift the position. I put this one a little more centered just because I didn't want to twist Sophia too much. You could put it very far to the side, however you prefer, but the idea is to allow the peekaboo in the Cassie skirt. Or if you weren't a particular fan of the Cassie skirt, you could also do the exact same effect with the Azure. And then you have a little bit more flowy of a bottom. In this case, I'd maybe even collect a little bit more fabric into your flower so that you can really allow a dramatic flow on the bottom. Okay, this one's super simple and easy and kind of reminiscent of the Randy or the classic over top. This is simply an Amy. I like to actually leave the Amy unbuttoned and then take the front of the two pieces of the two sides and grab those tails and tie them together in a cute little knot. Then you have the peekaboo of the Carly dramatically throughout while still giving a more shapely A-line waist. Cute. Okay, here I had a little bit of fun with playing with an oversized Carly. So this Carly is 1 to 2 sizes up, turned around backwards. Sounds strange, I know, because it's a high-low hemline, but what we've done is taken the fabric that would normally have been in front when turned around backwards and brought it up into the bow that is similar to the Azure or the Cassie styling that we did just a few minutes ago. So I just have the same ponytail, and then I made a flower out of it. And how easy and cute is that? Okay, here we've turned Sophia's Carly into a gorgeous wrap dress. Now you can adjust the position to make this more or less wrap. This is a little bit oversized for her, so it's not quite as dramatic, but you can make it more dramatic by wearing more your true size. So all we do is we have a hair tie, again, and a quarter. You could also do a nickel or a dime. So you make sure that this seam is nice and flat. You pull over to one side. You place your quarter inside the seam at the point where you want it to cross. You hold the fabric and cross your quarter over, so I have my quarter in my hands, and then you reach underneath, you grab your quarter again, and you secure it in place as far over as you wish with your hair tie. So here's just a little bit. I could bring it entirely over to the seam if I wanted to have a very dramatic effect, and Sophia didn't spin all on her own. But as you can see, you can do a gorgeous wrap look. And you could actually, even if you had very oversized, do 2 of them and cross both directions. But here is Sophia with a Carly wrap dress. Okay, here Sophia has a really cute dramatic gather in the back. So this look is super, super simple. All we do is use one little hair tie. First, I just grab a little bit of fabric from each side. I make sure that it's even, but it doesn't have to be a ton. I bring those 2 pieces together. You can adjust how much you want to bring together, and then reach underneath and grab those pieces and make a tiny little ponytail. The size of the ponytail will affect the amount of bustle that you have. So I did a small one, but you could obviously do a larger one. Okay, here we are just gathering a small amount of fabric with a coaster. If you've never seen this trick before, it actually can be used on a wide variety of LuLaRoe pieces to gather a little bit of extra fabric and create this super cute little detail. So this look we create by placing your coaster across from your pocket or wherever you want to collect the extra fabric. Make sure you're using a lightweight one, like a paper one or a really light bamboo like this. Reach underneath your Carly and take a hair tie and secure that coaster in place. You're going to want to make that as tight as you can, so I'm going to triple it over with this larger hair tie that I have. And the reason for giving it an extra, actually a third twist, is just because you don't want to peekaboo in and see your coaster, just in case it has a pattern that doesn't match. So, super simple, and that method can be used on a ton of different LuLaRoe pieces, not just the Carly. So, there you go. We have a ton of different ways that you can wear your Carly. There are dozens and dozens more, and we'll make sure to keep on giving you more and more options in future styling videos, but make sure that you take a peek at the sizing videos so you know where you can go and how you can create this extra fabric to play with. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much. Bye.